Prix. Now I'm certainly excited about this weekend. We're in Sydney, the sun is shining, the wind is up, and what more could you want for a weekend of racing? That's why Sydney's known as one of the sailing meccas. Now, I'm a Sydney local, so I've got a few tips for the sailors if they're watching. I've grown up sailing on Sydney Harbour, and there's a few tricky points out there. Well, first of all, it's super windy. The other thing is, it's a natural amphitheatre, so rather than boundaries that are electronic, you've got actual boundaries with headlands. We've also got Shark Island, known as Genesis Island, this weekend in the middle of the racetrack. The other thing is, on Saturday, we're expecting plenty of wind, the classic Sydney sea breeze, but on Sunday, we're expecting a southeasterly, which means we might see teams having to choose which side of Genesis Island they're going to go on the racetrack. So it's going to be really interesting to see which teams play their cards right. Let's jump into the tech site, talk to some of the sailors and see how they're finding racing in Sydney Harbour after a little bit of practice. Here we are in the Aussie tent this weekend. They are the home team and I'm sure they'd love to bag a win on home waters. They are boosted. They've got their regular crew with Kyle Langford back on the wing this weekend. Let's head on in and find out if they're ready for racing this weekend. Look more unimpressed with me.
What do you want? How's my hair look? Do I look good?
So you can get, like, I don't know if you like it slick or a little bit of fluff. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Oh, no. Just go a bit down again. Yeah, a little rooster tail there. You're good now. We're at the pointy end of the season now. We've got 3 events to go. You guys are pretty comfortable at the top. Are you worried about anyone?
No, I think we've just got to be worried about ourselves, really. If we sail well, then we know that we can win, and that's really all we're worried about.
Oh, well, good luck this weekend and enjoy the sailing.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kinley. You'll see out on the harbour this weekend that the Kiwis are sporting their away strip. They're using a borrowed boat while Amakura gets fixed back in New Zealand following the lightning strike in Singapore. To hear if the boat will be ready for their home event in Christchurch, we heard from Pete in the press conference.
It's just arrived in New Zealand and it's on its way to CLGP Technologies up in Warkworth. Been amazing to see, how much damage a lightning strike can cause on a boat, and just nearly every metallic fitting on the boat's got little marks on it. So, we really need to be super thorough in that check and make sure everything's 100%.
Another team with a new look this weekend is the Emirates Great Britain SailGP team, signing a title partnership deal for 3 years with the iconic airline. Let's see if it helps them fly better this weekend. And let's hear what Ben had to say in the press conference.
Yeah, it's a massive moment for our team and I think for the league as well, to see a brand like Emirates, which is one of the leading brands in global sports marketing, coming in behind the team and the league. Some of the other teams starting to bring in partners as well, some really top brands, and that bodes well for the future of the league.
It's the best spot to stand because everyone comes past me. How was your day?
Good day.
Yeah.
Windy day in Sydney, and it's always special in front of the theatre, and it was really good.
You don't have electronic boundaries, you've got natural boundaries with islands and headlands here in Sydney. Does it make it a bit difficult?
Yeah, it is also because the channel is really busy, really difficult to manage between the ferries and everything. But yeah, I mean the bay is wonderful and it's a special place for sailing, so it was intense.
Are you looking forward to some redemption this weekend after a rocky event in Singapore?
Yeah, exactly. I just want to push it and try to enjoy sailing this bay, reaching my starts, and yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm plenty of energy.
Well, I'm biased, but I think it's a pretty good race course for you this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, enjoy, Quentin. Thank you. Now, I've just spotted Nikolai coming off the dock. You can't run too far away from me when I'm going to follow you. How are you going? How was your day on Sydney Harbour?
Yeah, good. It was fun. It's always busy out there. Sometimes too many spectator boats, but all good. It was fun. It was good to be back in some breeze.
It's going to be a windy weekend. I think you were telling me it's been a couple of months since you sailed in some breeze.
Yeah, and it's used to be a challenge for us in the past, but I think we just got to push hard now to make sure that we can sail the same level we can do in the light and mediums. And today was fine, and obviously let's see. I think we're going to get a bit more breeze on Saturday than today, so that might change a bit.
Lots of manoeuvres there out on the harbour then for racing this weekend?
Yeah, I think everyone was pushing manoeuvres today and not worrying too much about the racing and the starts, just to get back into the whole sort of concept where you can't make mistakes and maneuvers, then you actually capsize. So I think that's a change now in the concept, and tomorrow I think you see people push more in the starts and the racing.
We're just a few points off that top three. It's all to play for, right?
Yeah, it's we're quite confident. I think we're still in the hunt, and despite having been quite unlucky a lot of times in the season, we're still in the mix. So I think just gotta sail clean and not make too many silly mistakes with penalty points, and I think we're going to be fine.
Awesome. I'll let you go catch up with your team and debrief the day.
Cool. Thanks, Lisa. See you.
Nikolai. The other big news this weekend is that Canada has a brand new boat fresh from SailGP Technologies in New Zealand, and this is a result of the New Zealand team getting struck by lightning in Singapore. Now, the Kiwis have stolen the old Canada boat, and the Canadians are lucky enough to get a brand new boat. So let's head on in, chat to the sailors and see if they've got a name for their new boat. Georgia, you got a fresh set of wheels here. Did you get to christen it this morning?
Fortunately, yeah, I did. It was awesome that the team gave me that role. But yeah, sprayed her with champagne and gave a few words. It was really nice.
And I heard there might have been a little bit of maple syrup involved in the christening too.
A lot of maple syrup involved.
And can you share the name of this today?
The name of the boat is Spirit.
All right, well, how did the boat go out on the water? How's the training been going?
Well, all the guys kept oohing and awing that the boat felt so good, but unfortunately I couldn't really feel a difference. I guess I'm not holding on to anything, but I think we had a good day, so.
All right, we'll let you go get some food and have a debrief, and thanks for chatting.
Sweet, thank you.
Thanks, Georgia. We've had some pretty gnarly conditions here in Sydney so far, and we heard from the United States SailGP team that there were a few injuries, so we'll head on inside and find out how everyone is and what the state of the team. Hello, Sydney Harbour was pretty busy today.
It was hectic.
You guys had a little bit on. We heard that it was a rough day for your team.
Yeah, unfortunately Erica sustained an injury very, very similar to CJ when we were in Denmark. So yeah, it's real unfortunate. Apparently her foot got stuck in the net as she was crossing and then rolled over. So yeah, it was a real bummer. She's had a leg cast, and now we will utilise sailing with Lucy, who's the reserve female athlete here. And so Lucy raced with us for the rest of the afternoon, fit in, really well, obviously. So yeah, it's a real bummer because Erica's, a key part of the team, but that's the way it goes. And then unfortunately Hans, we went behind one of the Manly ferries and lost his footing and got stitches on the side of his lip. So yeah, it was a real sort of minefield out there for us.
Well, you are representing USA, but you are Aussie. Does it feel good to be home and you know this harbour pretty well?
Yeah, I mean, look, everyone was having an absolute ball out there. I mean, it's just such an amazing place, especially when the nor'easter's in. It's just unbelievable. So it'll be great to get the exclusion zone back in action, though. We're looking forward to that. But yeah, what an awesome place to sail, and the forecast looks amazing for the next 2 days.
Going to be quite windy, and looks like Sunday might have to split the island. Do you know which side of the island to go?
No idea. Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, I think if it's a bit more left, go left.
It's left, go left. If it's right, go right.
Easy, right?
Yeah, got it. Okay, that's a good tip.
You might blame me in the debrief.
Yeah, for sure. We got that on camera, so that's good.
Oh, well, thanks, Jimmy, and good luck this weekend. And glad Lucy's here to step in for you.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks.
Cheers. Big news coming from the Spanish team this weekend, and that is that they've got a driver change-up. Diego Botín will replace Jordi Chamar as driver after a string of bad results, really struggling this season. So it'll be interesting to hear from Diego how he felt in practice and how he feels going into this weekend's racing. This is like high risk. Hey man, how was your first day on the wheel?
Quite a big one, to be the first day with 15, 17 knots and all the traffic in the bay. Yeah, obviously at the beginning I was super lost, but it was a nice build up to the day. So we ended up with a little crash, we broke the fairings, but yeah, very happy with it.
Sydney Harbour's not an easy place to learn to drive an F50. There's a lot of traffic out there.
Yeah. Luckily we have Nicole calling all the traffic and stuff, and that helped a lot. And yeah, I mean, would be nice to have more time to do longer lines, to get the boat stable.
Well, the tech site is in the heart of Sydney, which means we've had to close a major thoroughfare to crane the boats out. Now, the Swiss boat is craning out right now, and they've had a few coaching change-ups this weekend, bringing some extra help. So I've spotted Seb. I'm not sure how busy it is, but I'll try have a chat and see how he's feeling in Sydney and if the extra help is helping. Important job right now.
Yeah, just holding the rope for the strong boy.
I heard you have some coaching change-ups, bringing some extra knowledge into the team.
Yes, we did. We have here with us Glenn, who's known to be going pretty fast. So hopefully it's gonna help us to improve our speed. And yeah, we've got Will Ryan as well, bringing some local knowledge. So yeah, really fortunate to have such people around us, and yeah, we're learning a lot. And so yeah, it's really good for the team.
It's a little bit tricky craning here, so we'll just follow you around. It's a real art, the whole craning process, I imagine, and throw some trees and a city in the way.
Yeah, especially here, it's so shifty, we have to be quite careful. But yeah, it's something we do every day, so getting quite good at it as well.
Oh, well, I'm not allowed to go too much further without a hard hat, so I'll catch you later and good luck this weekend. Seb mentioned to us that it's pretty tricky craning in here because you've got a city, but how hard is it really craning an F50 out of the water?
I think the easiest way to describe it is we're lifting a boat with the sails still up. If you do that to any other boat, someone would call you stupid.
So you're calling yourself stupid?
No, just an example of how complex and difficult these boats are.
So you're happy when everyone's rolled into their shed safely?
That's when I can start to think about sleeping.
All right, well, while we've got you, what are your predictions for this weekend?
Well, I think it's going to be champagne sailing, so it's really going to be a good opportunity for the teams that need to perform at the end of the season to get the points they need. So I'll go with GBR with their new branding. I'll go with Australia, and I'll go with New Zealand, the three top big guys.
Well, just on GBR, I think they've had the most colour changes, right?
They sure have. They're quite indecisive bunch of people.
Oh, well, we'll let you go, and good luck for the rest of the weekend as a tech team.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks, Brad. So we've just heard from Brad, but now it's time for my predictions this weekend. Now we know it's going to be windy, we know it's going to be tricky, and I'm going to go for some top 3 hot shots. They're actually the top 3 in the overall standings. I think we're going to see New Zealand in 3rd overall, Great Britain with their new colours. Ben Love's doing well in Sydney, so I'm going to put him in 2nd, and I can't go past the hometown heroes, Australia, loving to win on Australian waters. Well, that's it for the Tech Walk, and if practice is anything to go by, we're in store for an epic weekend of racing here in Sydney. You are not going to want to miss it. So head to sailgp.com/watch to find out how to follow along wherever you are in the world, and don't forget, so close. And don't forget to subscribe for more content.